Yeah, I'm so different. I'm different. I may look different to you because I am slightly more tan slash burnt. We spent a week, a little bit less than a week in Florida I was doing stepmom duty. So we did Universal Studios, Volcano Bay, Islands of Adventure, went to Gator Land, which was really awesome. I remember I saw pictures of Anna and Ashton went a couple months ago after MegaCon in Orlando. So it was May. And I was like, okay, that looks all right. But I went and it was amazing. The best part of Gatorland, what they don't tell you, is that there's an aviary there. I should really load up my pictures. There's a little aviary within Gatorland, and they sell this is the best money you could ever spend. For $5, you get 3 of these little sticks, like what are they called? Wooden sticks, like ice cream sticks. You guys know what I'm talking about? What are they called? The freaking ice cream sticks, the wooden sticks, but they're covered in birdseed. So for $5, you get 3 of these. What they don't tell you, as soon as they hand them to you, you are covered in birds. Like there's uh, hundreds of little parakeets in this room, and they're all kind of like chirping, and they're sitting up on little lines and little houses and such. And as soon as you get these little birdseed sticks, they're like, you become the bird lady from Home Alone in the best possible way. This was my favorite part of the trip. Millet popsicle. Yes, popsicle sticks. Thank you, Admiral. Popsicle sticks, of course. Of course. So you get these little sticks and they fly onto your shoulder, they fly into your hand, and they're chirping and pecking at these little popsicle sticks. It's like the most adorable, most precious thing. It's my favorite. So I highly recommend if you're ever in Orlando, Florida, go to Gatorland. Skip the alligators, skip the crocodiles, go straight to the little parakeet aviary and buy yourself if I could have bought a whole suit covered in birdseed, I would, just to go in there and be covered with birds, like little delicate little pecks pecking away. I also fed an emu by hand. Emu is it emu or emu? Fed an emu by hand. You put the quarter in the thing, you get a bunch of dry corn kernels, and it just like, an emu looks scary because it's basically like of an ostrich. It's got like an ostrich body. It's got like a long neck. It's pecking. It looks like it's going to do some damage. It looks like it's going to mess you up. I need to send Savannah the link again. Yes, email. I can resend if you didn't get it. Emus look like they're gonna mess you up, but I was so relieved to see that emus actually have like a delicate little peck. So I was just eating out of my hand. It was so sweet. And so I was feeding this one emu like a ton of corn. The birds, the birds really, and what was cool about Gatorland is they have a real live swamp that you can walk through. Not in, there's just, there's like a walkway. You can walk around on top of it. And it's like great. Like the swamp is probably like a foot below the walkway. So it's really cool. You're walking through it. You're totally transported to like a different place. If it kind of feels a little bit like New Orleans, very swampy, very Florida. There was a gator show where the guy, God, I mean, it's exactly what you would imagine. It's a guy like sitting on the back of a gator, and he holds his mouth shut, and then he like tips up the gator, and then he puts his chin under it, and then he does a trick where like it stays under his chin, but like opens his mouth. And there was a point where like the guy like almost nicked his finger, like the gator was like chomp and his finger was in the way, so he had to quickly pull it out. I do have that footage. I will post it. This guy was great. I was thinking like if I were like a single gal in Florida, I'm like, I would date this gator wrangler. You know what I mean? He's probably fun in bed. Think about it. Like if a guy's willing to put his face like near a gator's mouth, like he'll probably go down on you. Do you know what I mean? So they seemed fun. And you could take pictures with the gators. So they then taped the mouth of the gator shut with this like black electrical tape. And then they have people come and like kneel next to it and do pictures with the gator. And they have you holding the gator's snoot, so it looks like you're holding his like mouth shut, but it's already taped. So there's no chance he's gonna bite you. Plus, this is like a very calm. They pick the calmest, most chillest, personable gator to do this with. They just tape up the mouth, and then you can. But you have to kneel. Like if you're a little kid, like if you're a little tot, they let you sit on it. But if you're like even a big kid, you have to kind of kneel next to it. And there's like a big lady. There was like a two hundo just coming up, and I saw everybody was like, "Oh, make sure you kneel next to it," because they didn't want this lady to like plop down and like. I was like, "Does this hurt the gators?" And they're like, "No, they're very tanky. They can handle a lot of weight and pressure." So that was really cool. And they had ones there that were like 1,000 pounds, huge. Some of them didn't play well with others, so they were in their own separate tanks. But most of them are like in that sort of like, I don't know, most of them are in the 6 foot range. Some are smaller, but there's so many. And it rained there, but it didn't hurt the experience. In fact, it enhanced it. So Gatorland, 2 thumbs up. Really fun. And they gave you like little gator biscuits. I didn't try one. I almost did, but they give you a bag of food. I mean, it comes with a ticket price. And you open it up and it just feels like a big dark brown crouton. I should have tasted it. I regret not tasting these alligator cookies. And you just chuck them into the swamp, and then the gators are like, "Huh," and they'll come out of nowhere, and they'll just sort of like you'll just see their eyes like in the water, and then just be like, it's really fun. It's really fun. I wonder. I don't think they've had any deaths at Gatorland, like from the patrons. Everyone there is super nice. They did sell alligator bites at the snack bar at Gatorland, which I thought was interesting, and they didn't have any, like, they were all out when we were there, and I was like, I guess there were no gator deaths recently." So, it's like, they must be using the gators that are at the park that die and turn them into gator bites and selling them at the snack bar. Why not? It's a circle of life, man. So, you went there decades ago, grandma twerking. It's really cool. It was really memorable. It feels very Florida, it's like a lot of these parks, if you go to them a couple times, like, they start to feel the same. They're very commercialized. It's very, like, corporate. You've seen one Minion, you've seen them all. A lot of these rides are, you wait in line. Like, I'm not too good to wait in line. I'm okay to wait in a line, but some of them, like, are 3D rides, and okay, how many 3D rides can you go on before you're like, "All right, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna feel sort of cross-eyed the whole time. I'm gonna have a mild headache as I squint. I'm gonna alternate eyes, maybe try to figure out, like, what eye I need to look out of, like, the glasses on, glasses off, like, what is happening? You're gonna feel a squirt at some point. Like, at some point, something's gonna spray on you. At some point, you're gonna feel like a hot fire. It's just how are they gonna work these elements into the ride? And then at some point, you're gonna feel mist. You're gonna feel wind. So, I'm not saying I'm over it, but, you go on a couple, you start to know what to expect. A lot of you are saying that I don't look like I've slept, which is concerning. I think I just don't. I have on purple mascara, which I think is I don't have very much makeup on right now, if at all. So, yeah, gators do taste like scallops and chicken. It was very family friendly. It was good. I wore my one piece to Volcano Bay. I was very professional. You can still see I got burnt as fuck the first day because I was like, let me try to lead a chemical free lifestyle. Let me do limited to no sunscreen. I put none on my chest. Woo, big mistake. Baked the fuck out of my chest. Like, whoop. And even because it was all, I didn't get burnt on my neck because I was standing and walking around all day. So usually when you lay down, you get burnt evenly. But this was like, so I had a strange tan, like, burn, and then there was, like, a little, like, titty burn going on. I'm going to resend this to Savannah. She did not get the link. Invite. Okay. I'm going to resend this to Savannah. Hold, please. I wish I could do 2 things at once. Oh, I had her email wrong. That's why. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to forward it. Boom. Okay, where was I? I was talking about the rides and stuff. Yeah, I got a little bit of a burn there. And I'm trying to be very professional in my one piece. I'm not trying to put too much of it out there because this is a family trip here. And it's funny because we just turned around. There was like about a squadron of like 50 Brazilian teenagers to like girls and like I say from teenage to maybe like early 20s. It's hard to tell. All of them wearing thong bikinis, all of them, regardless of what shape they were in. Most of them were in good shape, but every time you turn around, there's like 50 asses, like eye level. They're walking up the stairs they're everywhere. So it was a lot of that. Which is fun. Sometimes it's fun. Good people watching at these theme parks. Slides were great. Volcano Bay is awesome. It's all Hawaiian themed, like tiki stuff. I mean, could I have had more cocktails? Absolutely. But I was trying to keep it together and not also like get hammered and pass out in the heat. But my feet held up, my legs held up, the slides were great, the wave pool was great. A lot of, going out to eat. Definitely like the keto. Keto I did when we did the Jurassic Park ride at or no, maybe it was Islands of Adventure. They have the Jurassic Park restaurant where you can get like the big turkey legs. That's probably the only meal that was totally keto. There was a lot of cheating on keto here and there. And then, it'd be like so hot, you're going to pass out. Be like, I have to have an ice, you know, or else I'm just going to be unconscious. So yeah, not the greatest week of keto, but I'm back on it today. I'm going to just double down, do extra walks, extra gym. You guys are like, bring on Savannah. She's coming. She's coming at 12. Just resent it. So what did I miss while I was gone? So much has happened. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.